Morning. I guess I'm standing between you and lunch, so I better make this quick. I'm really honored this morning to present this award because it represents folks, again, who are risk takers, are innovators, are thinkers, are people who draw relationships together and make things happen. Tradition and history are important words in Maine, and there are themes you'll hear throughout the day and you've heard all morning. Maine communities have histories that go back to generations and are still present today. MDF's Maine Downtown Center is all about advancing preservation based on economic development in Maine downtowns, finding economic opportunity in that history. When you travel around Maine, whether you're in Bedford or Saco, whether you're in Camden, whether you're in Lewiston, Auburn, whether you're in Madawaska, Presque Isle, or Bangor, you see many old buildings that once served as economic and social centers of communities. More and more we're finding uses for these buildings that maintain our history and breathe life into Maine communities. Platz Associates has been at the forefront of these since the brothers Tom and Jim Platz started the company back in 1980. Platz Associates is a design and construction management firm that focuses on blending function and aesthetics into community-centered projects. The commitment to community has been present since the beginning. Tom and Jim located their offices near their new office downtown in Auburn and built a high-rise building next to it, where they eventually moved into their own business. This commitment is evident today with Platz's support of many local nonprofits and extensive lists of projects that make our communities places to live, work, and play. Platz has worked on projects from Rumford to Castine, but the majority of their work has been around Lewiston, Auburn. Their impact has been seen and felt through the community in projects such as the Central Maine Healthcare Administrative Offices, the Patrick Dempsey Center for Hope and Healing, the University of Maine, the Franco-American Heritage Center, the Lincoln Street Parking Garage, the Greater Androscoggin Humane Society, and the signature Bates Mill project in the heart of Lewiston. This project has been vital to the redevelopment of Lewiston's downtown, with tens of millions of dollars investment and over 400 square feet leased. The latest endeavor is the Bates Mill number 5, the last remaining city-owned parcel in the complex that has not yet undergone renovation. The building has come to close demolition many times, but Platz Associates is working to convert it into community centerpiece and destination focused on elevating the health and wellness, diversity, arts, and economics of the area. Platz Associates has been instrumental in moving the renovation of the Lewiston Auburn area forward. Tom Platz himself is an Auburn native who came back after school to raise his own family here, a story we will hopefully see more in the years ahead. For their efforts in revitalizing and preservation the history of the Lewiston-Auburn region, MDF is pleased to present the Platz Associates with a Champion of Economic Development Award.
Platz Associates is an architectural engineering firm. We started in 1980. My brother and I, he's an engineer, I'm an architect. And over the past probably 10 or 15 years, I would say 60 to 70% of our work is historic renovations.
Not everyone thinks that historic buildings are important to keep and renovate. It's part of our history, it's part of our culture. You know, we are reinvesting in the infrastructure that's already there.
This community used to be the largest shoe producer in the world. So we had, at one time, I think almost 8 million square feet of mills, and we have started renovating them. I think to date we're working on a little over 1 million square feet that we've renovated and put workers back in. Obviously not in the same role they were in the 1800s, but at least we're putting people back in the mills and working in the mills and creating business communities downtown.
To see that change and to know that we could be a wonderful place again like we had been decades ago was something that was really powerful to me.
In the 50s and 60s, it was a very vibrant community. We were the center of the state of Maine. I mean, it was where people came to shop and to see culture. When all those mills moved out and left 8 million square feet empty, this area took a fairly hard economic hit. And we're slowly getting out. And one of the real keys to getting out is to taking all that space and putting it back into the workforce.
My grandparents worked in the building, my mom worked in the building, and in the complex and in other mills in the community. I remember walking in my neighborhood and looking across the river, being able to see some of the Bates Mill complex and see it lit up again and new windows in it, and it was so exciting.
When we do a project, we like to think that it brings something more than just a building to the community. It brings a space that brings an area to life. It enhances the lives of the people who enter it and leave it and work there. And that's always our goal with our projects.
Here to accept the award are Tom Platz, Senior Architect and President, and Bruce Allen, Construction Manager.
Just want to take a moment to thank MDF and everybody here for honoring us, for the work we do every day and what we enjoy doing with our lives. And I hope we'll be around for another 35 years to continue the project. Thank you.